Welcome back to Sharing is Caring. I'm Olena, and today we are diving into something that might completely shift how you see your life. I want to talk about something that might sound a little out there at first, but it's actually one of the most fundamental principles of how our lives work. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to create amazing opportunities while others feel stuck in the same patterns? The answer lies in understanding a simple but powerful principle, the law of cause and effect. And we are going to explore how it's not just a scientific principle but a personal one. So flow and stay focused. You have probably heard the phrase, every action has a reaction. Well, what if I told you that every thought has an effect too? Now, I'm not talking about some magical wish fulfillment idea. I'm talking about the fact that your thoughts, especially those charged with emotion or creative energy, are causes. And like it or not, they create effects in your world. This concept actually is crucial for problem solving. When you have a challenge in your life, the way you choose to define the cause determines how you'll try to fix it. Consider something like an allergy. If you believe the allergy is caused by an external allergen, what's your solution? You try to avoid it. If you believe it's caused by a chemical like histamine, you'll take an antihistamine. If you believe it's caused by stress, you try to reduce stress. In each case, your belief about the cause completely changes your solution. When one of these thoughts gathers enough energy, it transforms into something even more powerful, a belief. Think about this for a moment. Imagine your mind is like a movie projector and your life is the screen. Every day you're running a movie called My Reality through your thoughts and then projecting it out into the world. The fascinating thing is most of us don't realize we are the director, producer, and the star of this movie. Here how it works. Every thought you have is like a seed. Individual random thoughts like, I wonder what's for lunch. They're tiny seeds that don't grow much. But thoughts charged with emotion and energy, those are like seeds planted in a fertile soil with perfect conditions. They grow into your reality. Let me give you a real example. Sarah, a client of mine, constantly thought I'm not good at public speaking. This thought he had so much emotional energy behind it, fear, anxiety, embarrassment, that it became a core belief. And guess what happened? Every presentation she gave confirmed this belief. She would shake, forget her words, and afterward think, see? I told you, I'm terrible at this. But here's the magic. When we change her internal movie from I'm not good at public speaking to I'm learning to communicate with confidence, her external reality started shifting too. Same person, different projection, completely different results. This is where that famous metaphor comes in. Our minds are like projectors, and what we call reality is the movie we are projecting out there. Once you understand this, you can stop blaming others for what's on the screen and start taking responsibility for the projector, your own mind. This shows that the cause of a problem isn't always obvious. So what if we look at the problems from different angles? Let's explore 4 different types of causes that can help us get a clear picture. Now, when we want to change something in our lives, we need to understand what actually causing it. Most people look in the wrong places. There are actually 4 types of causes, and knowing them can transform how you solve problems. So, number 1, past causes. Let's give it the name the history detective. These are specific events from the past that directly led to your present situation. For example, the car accident happened because a deer ran into the road. You're identifying a clear past action that led to the result. This is why most people focus on I have trust issues because my ex cheated on me, or I'm bad with money because my family was poor, or I can't lead because I was criticized as a child. And let me give you a real example. Mark believed he couldn't be successful because he grew up in a small town with limited opportunities. He was stuck looking backwards instead of forward. Number 2, present causes. Or let's give this the name, the environment scanner. These are ongoing conditions that maintain the current state of a system. And you are not blaming a single event, but a continuous situation. For example, I can't find a job because the economy is so bad right now. These are the current conditions keeping you where you are. Maybe you're trying to eat healthy, but your kitchen is full of junk food. Or you want to be more confident, but you're surrounded by negative people who constantly complain. Number 3, future causes. The vision puller. This one is fascinating. It's the future goal or vision that's influencing the present. The cause is in the future. For example, I'm studying so hard because I want to get a scholarship. The future outcome is driving your current behavior. This is where most people focus. What future vision is pulling you forward? Your goals, dreams, and sense of purpose becomes the cause of your current actions. Real example. Maria wasn't naturally organized, but her vision of becoming a respected leader made her develop systems and habits that seemed impossible before. Her future self was creating her present action. And again, this is where most successful people focus. Number 4, core beliefs, or the foundation builder. Mental maps, causes. This is the deepest level. This type of cause is about our core assumptions and beliefs. It's how we define something. For example, if you have a belief that all new ideas are too risky, then you'll likely struggle to innovate. The problem isn't a single event or a present condition. Is the fundamental belief that shapes your reality. These are your fundamental assumptions about how the world works. This is the deepest level, your mental maps and definitions of reality itself. An example. When I shifted from communication is scary to communication is connection, everything changed. Not just my presentations, but my entire approach to relationships and business. Let's make this practical. Think of one challenge you're facing right now. Maybe it's in your career, relationships, health, or personal growth. Now, let's examine it through all 4 lenses. Lens number 1, past causes, or do you remember, the history detective? Ask yourself, what past events do I think created this situation? Write them down. But don't stop here. This is just the beginning. Lens 2, present causes, the environment scanner. Ask yourself, what current conditions or relationships are maintaining this situation? Look at your environment, your daily routines, the people you spend time with. Lens number 3, future causes, the vision puller. Ask yourself, what vision or goal could pull me toward a different outcome? If you had a compelling future that excited you, what would it be? And lens number 4, core beliefs, the foundation builder. This is the big one. Ask yourself, what do I fundamentally believe about myself, other people, and how the world works in the relation to this challenge? What are your basic assumptions? And this week, my dear listener, I challenge you to become conscious of your projection process. 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and evening, pause and ask yourself, what movie am I playing right now? Is this reality I want to create? Notice, I'm not asking you to judge it or immediately change it. Just become aware, as awareness is always the first step in conscious creation. And remember, my dear listener, you're not a victim of your circumstances. You are a creator of your experiences. The moment you truly understand that your thoughts, charged with emotion and energy, are continuously creating your reality, everything changes. You stop being a passive observer of your life and become an active director. Your reality is your responsibility, and that's not a burden. It's the most empowering truth you could ever embrace. If this resonates with you, I'd love to hear about your experiences with conscious creation. Send me a message, and remember, when we share our insights, we all grow together. And keep projecting the reality you truly want to live, my dear listener. Thank you.